You look up to soldiers like we're heroes. We're just men, Dickey. Men who don't always make the right decisions. Sometimes I wonder if you're addicted to conflict." Dickey's skin grows hot. She feels her tongue ready to lash out at Robert. However, the gentle face of Father Waugh appears in her mind. She thinks of how he tries to win the hearts and minds of his enemies rather than destroy them. She pulls a cigarette out of her pocket and offers one to Robert, which he declines. She takes a few long draws to steady herself. "When I said I'm not coming back," she says, "I mean Wisconsin will never be my home base. In spite of Aunt Ludy hoping I'll sell my New York apartment and move into the old family house with her. We would all love to have you here, at least as a kind of headquarters before you go on your endless missions." Dickey's anger evaporates. She reaches for Robert's hand. "Slug," she says, using her old nickname for her little brother. "I love you all so much, but you know my contacts in New York and D.C. are essential to my assignments. And at this point, if I ever set down roots, it would be in South Vietnam. I've fallen in love with it. You'd understand if you could watch the sunset over the rice paddies of the Mekong Delta while the flute plays and the kids fish the canals and the bell on the church rings the all clear every hour, where a lifetime of birth, death, marriage, war, and worship happen in a day, and the world is in vivid color. I have this dream that your family will visit me there sometime in the future. Sure, I'll pack the kids in a chopper and we'll all parachute into the village under enemy fire the way Aunt Dickey does." She laughs. "If I achieve my life's goal," she says, "you'll be able to do just that, minus the enemy fire." "I thought your life's goal was to always be first." "That was a directive by an editor, a code of female correspondent conduct, if you will. My new goal is different." Hans and Martha's laughter calls her attention. They glide around the lawn with arms outstretched like airplane wings. Dickey thinks of the endless air shows she dragged Robert to growing up. She thinks of the grainy black and white film of her hero, Admiral Richard Byrd, in his flying missions over Antarctica, and of the rush she gets jumping out of airplanes. Dickey stomps out her cigarette and holds up her hands to frame the scene, thinking of the captions. Children, higher learning, a brisk fall day, a Norman Rockwell vision of freedom and democracy. She pulls her camera out of her field pack, aims, and takes the shot. "So, what's your goal?" Robert asks. "My goal is to make the picture to end all wars. And until my last assignment, for them," she says, pointing toward the children, "I'll work to achieve it."